These are the Powerbeats Pro 2. They're an upgraded model of Beats' over-the-ear wireless earbuds, but since Beats is owned by Apple, they have a lot of features you'll see in AirPods, like an H2 chip, fast device switching, active noise cancellation, and more. So I'm going to put the Powerbeats Pro 2 head-to-head with AirPods Pro 2. They're the exact same price when you buy them from Apple, $250. They share a lot of features, but the Powerbeats Pro actually has a heart rate sensor built into the wireless headphones, longer battery life, and with that over-the-ear design is going to be a lot more secure. But I've seen people saying they're actually better than AirPods Pro 2. I'm not sure about that. There's 3 big advantages which I'll talk about, but there's a lot of ways where AirPods Pro 2 still comes out on top, and the one big disadvantage for some people is that AirPods Pro fall out of their ear. Well, in a second, I'm going to tell you how to solve that. So the Powerbeats Pro 2 comes in multiple colors. If you want anything besides white, that might be a reason to go with this over AirPods Pro. They do come in a fun orange. I got the sandstone color. And in the box, you get multiple sized ear tips to make sure it fits you perfectly. Now, just taking a look at the case, you'll see it is significantly larger than the AirPods Pro 2 case, but that's because of that over-the-ear design. Now, these are really made for athletes. May come as a surprise, but I'm not a professional athlete. But if you're doing workouts or any kind of activity where you need the most secure fit for wireless earbuds, this over-the-ear design is going to be it. Now, the case itself has USB-C charging here. You can also charge the Powerbeats Pro 2 case wirelessly, but there's no MagSafe magnet, so it's going to slide off any kind of MagSafe charger. Compared to AirPods Pro 2, that actually has the MagSafe magnet and will stay on where you put it. Inside the case, there is a physical button if you need to pair these with another device, like an Android phone, similar to the AirPods Pro 2 that has a button on the back. But there's some big differences here on the actual earbud. You have your wireless charging contacts here, and that right there is the heart rate sensor that sits against your skin and can send that information to gym equipment, which I actually tried pairing with a hydro rower. I'll get to that in a second. And will also sync to your iPhone. There's also 2 buttons. This B is actually a physical button. It actually clicks down. You can do 1 tap to play and pause, hold it to activate noise canceling or transparency. And there's actually a physical volume button. And this is actually a rocker, so you can do volume up by clicking on the top, volume down on the bottom. That is one thing I liked about the Powerbeats Pro 2 versus the AirPods Pro. If you want to adjust volume on the AirPods Pro 2, you do have to do a slide gesture because this is a touch-sensitive interface. I actually prefer this physical button on the Powerbeats Pro to adjust the volume. Now, the Powerbeats Pro 2 are water resistant with an IPX4 rating, which means you can sweat, you can get them wet, but AirPods Pro 2 actually have an IP54 rating, and that 5 stands for dust resistance. So no dust resistance technically on the Powerbeats Pro. Now, both the AirPods Pro 2 and Powerbeats Pro have Find My support, but the Powerbeats do not have Precision Find My. Not only can you play a sound on the AirPods Pro 2, but you can also do Precision Find My. Precision Find My is what you get like when you have an AirTag. That's because there's an actual U1 chip in the AirPods Pro 2 case. You'll actually get the distance away from your phone, and as you approach your AirPods Pro 2 case, you'll see that actually adjust in real time and then tells you when you're right on top of it. The Powerbeats Pro does not have that Precision Find My, but you can make the case play a sound. Now, one of the hardware advantages of the Powerbeats Pro is battery life. They say 10 hours with just the buds and then 40 hours when you charge them with the case. That 10 hours on the Beats is compared to 6 hours on AirPods Pro 2. Now, I have not had them long enough to fully test the battery, but if battery life is one of your top priorities, it seems like the Powerbeats Pro will have an advantage. Although I use my AirPods Pro all the time, everywhere, and I never really struggle with battery life. Now, both AirPods Pro and Powerbeats Pro have the H2 chip from Apple. That brings us into the software features. That H2 chip allows for that easy pairing when you first open the Powerbeats Pro. Works just like it does with AirPods. Whenever you open the case, you'll get that nice card at the bottom like with AirPods, letting you know the battery of the case and the buds. And if you have a battery widget on your iPhone, Powerbeats Pro will show up there as well. When you play music on any of your Apple devices, you also see the unique icon there for the Powerbeats. And device switching is very fast. If I pause here on my iPhone where my Powerbeats are connected and start playing here on my iPad, you'll see the notification on my iPhone that they moved to another device, and they're already playing here. I will say the Powerbeats Pro switch very fast. If I hit play back here on my iPhone, it's already playing from this device. That works on the Mac as well. It's technically the same H2 chip in these as AirPods Pro 2, but I do find the device switching is lightning fast, like faster than AirPods Pro. Now, you also get active noise canceling or transparency mode, plus spatial audio. So if you want to listen to spatial music or Dolby Atmos, that will work with Powerbeats Pro. It also has adaptive EQ, which uses mics inside your ear to make sure everything sounds just right in your ear canal. Now, even though it has the same H2 chip as AirPods Pro 2, there is no conversation awareness or adaptive noise canceling. You see when I go into the same control center settings with AirPods Pro, you have conversation awareness on or off, which will give you transparency when someone's talking to you, And noise control not only has transparency and cancellation, but that adaptive, which will lower loud sounds like if you're outside on the street. And that compared with conversation awareness means you might not have to switch between transparency and ANC at all. Now, a lot of people were asking, how is the noise cancellation and transparency compared to AirPods Pro 2? And I would say Powerbeats Pro 2, they are good, not as good as AirPods Pro 2. Noise cancellation, whether it's white noise or my kids playing in the backyard, it will cut a lot of that out, but noise canceling is just better on AirPods Pro 2. And the same with transparency, it just sounds more natural with AirPods Pro. Now, one of the reasons for that might be that Powerbeats Pro 2 do not create the same kind of seal around my ear as AirPods Pro 2. Now, these tips actually make a huge difference, and I'm going to get to that in a second because that fixes the falling out of the ear problem too. And that seal also has a lot to do with sound quality. If you've seen my other headphone reviews on the channel, you know I create a playlist every time. I'll put a link to this playlist down in the description. Got some new songs here I've not included before. And a side note, I've done a lot of reviews on headphone gears like Beyerdynamic, Sonos Ace, and more, so get subscribed if you're into that kind of stuff. Or you know what, just subscribe if you're into like tech, iPhone, just subscribe. So I listened through my playlist as well as some of my usuals like Hans Zimmer scores and some Greatest Showman tracks, and of course, Wicked. And I will say the sound quality was very good, not as good as AirPods Pro 2. Now again, part of that might be the seal on the ear canal because the AirPods Pro 2 just feel more secure and more sealed off. So bass response is just better. Feels more present, feels more punchy. The Powerbeats Pro 2 sound very good, don't get me wrong, but if you're just looking for the best sound quality out of these two, AirPods Pro 2 beats it out. I also recently reviewed the Beyerdynamic Amaron 300s. That also creates a better seal in my ear, and those also have silicone tips like the Powerbeats Pro 2, but I would give the Amaron 300s an edge of sound quality over Powerbeats as well. Again, they sound really good, but just not as good as AirPods Pro 2. But what about the standout feature, which is the built-in heart rate monitor? I do think this is the first of many wireless earbuds that we're going to see that have a built-in heart rate monitor. I even think when we eventually get AirPods Pro 3, they'll probably have a heart rate monitor as well. This could be useful if you just don't enjoy wearing an Apple Watch, or maybe have a different fitness tracker but still want something that directly integrates with Apple Health. Well, the Powerbeats Pro 2 is going to do that. Now, if you don't have an iPhone or you're using these with an Android device, you can pair these directly to gym equipment. So I have a Hydro Pro, and I was able to pair these with it and get the heart rate to pop up on screen. But there's some strange behavior with that too. If I connect these to the Hydro, and they're also paired to my iPhone, and I start a workout on my Apple Watch, the heart rate monitor disconnects from the Hydro. So if you want to use these for heart rate, it seems like you can't also have these paired to your iPhone and Apple Watch and start a workout. Maybe it's just because it can't be connected to multiple devices like that at the same time, but that was unfortunate. I also tried to unpair these from my iPhone and just pair them with the Hydro, but then I couldn't get the heart rate to appear on screen. So it seems like these are really for people who want a heart rate sensor that works with gym equipment, but don't have an Apple Watch. It seems like that pairing and handoff gets a little confused. Now, if you wear these and your Apple Watch while you're working out, which I did, it'll pull heart rate data from both devices. For instance, here in the Health app, I can go to data sources, and you'll see all the different sources that have gathered heart rate. My Apple Watch Ultra 2 is down here. That's what I used when I worked out. And if I go to Bluetooth device, then you'll see this is the Powerbeats Pro 2. You'll see a label there, Powerbeats Pro 2. And just to compare, I started a workout and it was 97 BPM there at 901. And if I go to my Apple Watch Ultra 2, which should have been measuring at the same time, it's in that same range, about 97, 98. And then I started really rowing after that. So while I didn't have another heart tracker to compare with, it seems like the Powerbeats Pro 2 and the Apple Watch Ultra 2 are measuring beats per minute pretty similarly. And if you go to the all heart rate data, it actually shows both devices, the Apple Watch here, and then the Bluetooth symbol is Powerbeats Pro. Unfortunately, that's not the icon of the actual headphones, but you'll see they're pretty much neck and neck the whole time, pretty much getting the same heart rate throughout the workout. So again, for heart rate, if you don't have an Apple Watch or just don't like wearing it while working out, and you want to be able to connect this to maybe gym equipment, then Powerbeats Pro 2 would work for that. Before I get to my final review, my likes, dislikes, and whether you should get these over AirPods Pro 2, the reason why AirPods Pro 2 work for me and don't fall out, these are the Comply foam ear tips. You can get multiple pairs for about 20 bucks, different sizes, they even come in different colors, and these make all the difference for comfort and security in my ears. These Comply foam tips are made out of like earplug material, so you can squish it down a little bit. I put it in my ear, and these never fall out. In my AirPods 4 video, I did a similar test, but these Comply foam tips, they're not coming out of my ear. These are super secure. Now, depending on the workout or activity, the over-the-ear hooks of Powerbeats Pro 2 might offer even more security for pro athletes or people doing some heavy workouts, so totally understand that these might be for you. But if you've tried AirPods Pro 2 in the past and you find that they fall out with the silicone tips, I would highly recommend trying these again with the Comply foam ear tips. They make a huge difference. So, are Powerbeats Pro 2 better than AirPods Pro 2? Here's what I liked about them. I like the physical volume buttons. I'm still not crazy about the AirPods Pro slide volume gesture. I like that the B button is actually clicky. They do sound good. They have spatial audio and all the Apple features like device switching, which is very fast. But overall, I find the over-the-ear clip a little uncomfortable once you're wearing it for a long period of time. And if you wear glasses, like me, the over-the-ear is a little bit of a disadvantage. It's harder to get on if you're wearing the glasses, so you have to take your glasses off, put the earbuds on, then put your glasses on. It works, it's fine, but if you do wear glasses, that's a consideration. Better battery life on the Powerbeats Pro, but just not as good sound or as good noise canceling and transparency mode as AirPods Pro 2. Also, no precision Find My like you get with AirPods Pro. If you buy Powerbeats Pro directly from Apple or Beats, right now they're $250. You do get a cool color, so that is an advantage, and that's the same retail price as AirPods Pro 2. But AirPods Pro 2 are often on crazy sales on Amazon. Like right now, you can get them for $170. That's a wild price. And even though they're a couple years old, I mean, they do everything I want them to. The noise canceling, transparency is excellent. And again, those Comply foam tips, they're super secure and comfortable. So if we were comparing apples to apples and you're just looking for best quality earbuds with all the Apple-y features and ecosystem, I would go with AirPods Pro 2, especially on sales where you get on Amazon with the Comply foam tips. Powerbeats Pro 2, if you are the kind of athlete or very active workout person where these over-the-ears are game changers for you, then maybe they're for you. The heart rate sensor feature, if you use an Apple Watch, I find that it's a little bit moot, unless you just don't like wearing it while working out, but then it gets complicated with syncing. If you don't have an Apple device and you want to use the heart rate sensor, that might be a better use case. But if you're in the Apple ecosystem, you have an Apple Watch, AirPods Pro 2, I think, are still better. But if you have any questions about Powerbeats Pro 2 and how they compare, let me know down in the comments, or if there's any other headphones you'd like me to review, love to do it here on the channel, which don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button before you go. And if you want to check out my review on those Amaron 300 earbuds, I'll put that video right up here. And I also did a review of the AirPods 4, which are actually really good, and I did a crazy do they stay in my head test there as well. I'll put that review video right here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.